Hello everyone, this is Nirmal for Technique, and in this video we'll talk about some of the best smartphones you can buy below a price range of rupees 10,000 in India. So last 1 year we have seen lots of new devices in the budget category, specifically with great specs and excellent pricing. Previously the budget category was not that catered to by most of the OEMs, but last year with the release of Moto E and few other devices, the budget category has been really strong, especially after Xiaomi came in mid 2014 and released Redmi 1S and also the Redmi Note. Then came YUREKA with excellent specs. Now we have LENOVO A6000 Rs X8, HUAWEI Honor HUAWEI. So a lot of devices have been released in this budget category. So we'll check out some of the best devices in this category, and we'll also list out some of the pros and cons of buying these devices. So today we'll talk about 6 best devices you can buy below rupees 10,000. So they are the Redmi Note, the YUREKA, the Rs X8, the LENOVO A6000, the HUAWEI Honor HUAWEI, and the Xiaomi Redmi 1S. So let's go into the detailed aspect of these smartphones. So first up, let's talk about the Xiaomi Redmi Note. So this was released towards the end of last year, and it came in 3G and 4G variant. Although the 3G variant has been now temporarily discontinued, and we already have the 4G variant. This priced 9,999. It comes with a 5.5-inch HD display. It's powered by Android 4.4 KitKat right now and has MIUI version 6. So the upgrade has been rolled out. It has 2 gigs of RAM and 8 gigs of internal storage, and it has a 13-megapixel rear camera with a front facing 5-megapixel camera, and this is a massive 3000 plus milliamp hour battery. So all in all, this device has really great specs in this price point. And now the good aspect is that it comes with MIUI, which offers lots of customizations. There are lots of features. This is a customized UI. You get a lot of additional features which are not available in the stock Android. And the camera is pretty good as well. It has a 13-megapixel camera, which is pretty good. Can take great shots, and the display, HD display, is also pretty good and vibrant and sharp. So battery life is really good. So these are some of the good aspects. Again, there is 4G LTE and 2 gigs of RAM, so the overall performance also looks pretty good. Now talking about the cons of this device, first thing, it was initially available only via flash sale. Right now it's available on Flipkart, so you can pick it from Flipkart. Then apart from that, the build quality, although is good, it's a glossy finish and it's often slippery when you hold the device, and it's really huge device, and it's also high on weight. So those are the two important aspects, and overall the display is, again, although it's vibrant and sharp, the display is a lot reflective, and using the device in the sunlight is a big issue. So those were some of the pros and cons of the Xiaomi Redmi Note. So this is the device which is priced 9,999 in India, and it's the highest price device below the 10K range with excellent specs, and comes from Xiaomi. So that's the Xiaomi Redmi Note. Now talking about the YUREKA. So YUREKA was released, or rather announced, in December and went on sale in Jan. So this is although from Micromax, it's a sister concern called Televentures, and the YUREKA is the first device from the so this device comes with, again, impressive specs like the 5.5-inch HD display. It has Android 4.4 KitKat. It has the custom Cyanogen OS, and then there is 13-megapixel rear camera, again 5-megapixel front camera, and a pretty decent battery life as well. So good thing about this device is it's pretty lightweight. Even though it's a huge device, it's pretty lightweight and easier to use than the Xiaomi Redmi Note. It has a good camera. The battery life is not that good as the Xiaomi Redmi Note, but it's still decent, and it has the Snapdragon 615 processor. That's much more powerful than the Redmi Note Snapdragon 400 chipset, and it also has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. So that's, again, additional storage. If you look at Redmi Note, which has only 8 gigs of internal storage, this has 16 gigs of internal storage. So that's, again, another good aspect, and it will receive the Android 5.0 Lollipop update pretty soon. So again, another good aspect. Now the drawback of this device is the gaming performance. It heats up a lot. The 615 processor from Snapdragon heats up a lot with gaming performance, and if you run heavy apps on this device, there is a chance that the device gets heated up pretty quickly. And again, the quality of finishing is not liking for a lot of people, because it has a different kind of matte finish, and a lot of users compare complain that the quality is not that good. So the design again is a pretty standard design. It's not a standout design, but it overall looks pretty good. So that was the YUREKA. So again, the biggest issue with this device is the flash sale. You can buy it only once a week. That's via flash sale on Amazon. So getting this device is again a pretty difficult task. This priced 8,999 and does make really great value for money. Again, it has 4G LTE support in India, and it's pretty good device for this price. Now next up, let's see the LENOVO Iris X8. So LENOVO Iris X8 was released recently, and again it competes with the YUREKA and the Xiaomi Redmi Note. It has a 5-inch HD display. It has a MediaTek octa-core processor with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 GB internal storage. There is a 10 megapixel rear camera and a front facing camera as well. So it runs Android 4.4 KitKat, and there is a promised upgrade to Android Lollipop. So those are the good things about this device. Again, the battery life is pretty decent. So overall the build quality looks really good. Finishing is again good, but again the device feels a bit heavier when compared to the YUREKA, and it's a lot thicker than the other two devices. But again, a good thing about this device is a snappy performance, octa-core processor, and 2 gigs of RAM makes the device you can use the device without any lag. But the disappointing aspect of this device is the camera. The camera performance was not up to the mark of the YUREKA and the Xiaomi Redmi Note. Again, the battery performance is pretty decent. Again, there's a promised upgrade to Android 5.0 Lollipop. That's again good thing about this device. So the overall fit and finish and quality of the device is good. So the camera is probably the weakest link of this device. Even though it has a 10 megapixel camera, the camera performance was not that good, and the overall display and the overall performance is pretty good. This is priced again 8,999. So when you compare with the YUREKA, the camera is where the LENOVO Iris X8 and the YUREKA differs. That has a 13 megapixel camera, which is far better than the LENOVO Iris X8. But then you can get LENOVO Iris X8 pretty easily. You can buy it from online stores, or it's available in retail stores as well. So the availability is good thing about the LENOVO Iris X8. So next up, I will talk about the LENOVO A6000. So this was announced at the CES 2015, and soon after that it was launched in India. Again, it's available via Flipkart flash sale. It has a 5-inch HD display. It's powered by Snapdragon 410 chipset with 1 GB RAM and 8 GB internal storage, and it has Android 4.4 KitKat with YUI on top of that. It has a 2300 mAh battery, but is again pretty decent. So the good thing about the device is it's pretty slim and sleek, as well as it's pretty easy to hold. This is a 5-inch device. It's lightweight as well. The build quality is really good. The performance is pretty decent, although not the best when compared to the other 3 devices. Apart from that, the display is pretty good, but again we weren't very much convinced about the touch response. It's a bit stickier than the other 2 devices. And it's again there is again a promised Android 5.0 Lollipop update, and similar to the YUREKA and the Xiaomi Redmi Note, this device has again 4G LTE support. But the camera performance is pretty decent, and although the battery life is also pretty decent, it's an overall good package. But the biggest issue with this device is performance, because you can't run a heavy task on this device. There is a bit of lag when you run multiple games and apps at the same time. It's not for casual usage, but for heavy usage there might be a lagging issue. So the gaming performance of this device is pretty decent. Again, the camera is good. This device is priced just 6,999. That's way too lower than the Xiaomi Redmi Note, the YUREKA and the LENOVO Iris X8. So there's a clear 2K difference. So for that additional 2K you get 2 gigs of RAM and additional storage. But this is again a pretty decent device. Another issue with this device, it's again available only via flash sale. So getting one device is not really an easy task, except for LENOVO Iris X8, which is available in offline and online stores. So next up we have the Huawei Honor Holy. So this device was announced last year, and this is the first device probably in this sub 10K range which came up with 16 gigs of internal storage. It has 1 GB RAM, and it runs on Android 4.4 KitKat. There is no mention of any upgrade to Android Lollipop by the company. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera and a front facing camera as well. The performance is pretty decent. It has this custom UI from Huawei, but although it's a custom UI, there is very little customization, and unlike the Xiaomi's MIUI, there is very less customization, and it runs on a quad-core processor from MediaTek, and the performance is pretty decent. The camera quality is also pretty decent. Overall, this is a good device in this price point. This is price 6,999 and available on Flipkart alone. There is no flash sale. You can buy it online, but the availability might be an issue because it's not regularly available on Flipkart. You need to wait for the stocks to arrive. So overall, this is a device which is priced 6,999. There is no 4G LTE support, so that's one thing which separates the Lenovo A6000 and the Huawei Honor Holy. Again, the A6000 has a Snapdragon 410 processor, which is really good. This has a quad-core MediaTek chipset, which does not support 4G LTE. So that was the Huawei Honor Holy. Again, this is priced 6,999, and as I said before, it's available only on Flipkart. And finally, we have the Xiaomi Redmi. This device was announced last year, and it has a 4.7-inch HD display. It was one device which brought HD display below rupees 6,000 range. It has the Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, and probably it will get the MIUI version 6 as well. And it runs on Snapdragon 400 chipset with 1GB RAM, and it has an 8-megapixel really good camera. And the overall performance isn't that an issue, because it did have issues with the gaming performance with very low RAM running, but Xiaomi has fixed up a lot of issues on this device. And the good thing is that it has a really good camera. 8-megapixel shooter is pretty good below rupees 6,000 range, and this is priced 5,999, and it's again available only on Flipkart. So you can pick this device for 5,999 from Flipkart whenever the flash sale comes. So again, a pretty decent device in this price point, and it offers lots of value for money for the price you pay, which includes the really good camera, a great experience from MIUI, and HD display, and a pretty decent battery life as well. So these are some of the devices you can buy below rupees 10k, and we have already reviewed these devices. So don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for all the detailed review of these devices, including the pros and cons of each of these devices. So we have also done the camera reviews and the gaming performance of these devices. So these videos are also available on our YouTube channel. So these were some of the devices, or rather the best Android phones below the rupees 10k price point right now available in India, which offer great specs at an affordable price tag. So that's all, guys. Hope you liked this video. If you have any questions on these devices, just drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your questions. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.